Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I would just like to start off by saying, sometimes we tell ourselves stuff like, hey, I'm going to do better this month. I'll read more. I'll do better. And then you don't. And it just kind of goes downhill. And you come across a lot of books you just can't finish, and then you get distracted by school and life and television and your phone. Mainly the phone. But yeah. So, anyway, so today, with that being said, I will be wrapping up everything I read in March and February. Yeah. So, to kind of get started, I would just like to say it wasn't an absolutely terrible reading month. It was just probably could have completed some books. Some books I either never got around to, couldn't complete, or just, yeah. So, I mean, it's not an incredibly big number of books, but hey, the summer's coming, and I can't afford to dilly-dally anymore because me and my cousin are now in the middle of a war to figure out who can read the most books this year. I'm determined to beat her. So, it's going to require some dedication. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started. First book I read was Flipped. Now, this is a story about a boy named Bryce and a girl named Juliana. I think they just call her Julie for the majority of the book. I don't know. I forgot. Sorry. I remember the book. It's hard to remember that part. Anyway, it's about how Juliana has had a crush on Bryce since he moved in. And he never really liked her, and he was always kind of annoyed by her. And then one day he kind of sees, you know, how incredible she is and realizes he likes her. But the problem is, by that point, she dislikes him because she saw, like, this part of him that she didn't like, and just kind of saw him for how he truly was, you know, beyond his eyes, because she was always obsessed with his eyes. So, anyway, it's just kind of about going back and forth there, and it was a great book. I really enjoyed it, though there was some stuff kind of left open that I would have had the author explain a bit more, because she just kind of left some stuff wide open. And, just because I wanted more detail into what was going on. Specifically with Bryce's dad. I was kind of curious to figure out why he was the way he was. And more of like an in-depth background. But then again, this is more of like I think a middle school grade book. I don't know. But anyway. So I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Next book I read was a manga, and it is Vampire Knight. This is about school. They have the day class, they have the night class. The day class is all the humans, and the night class is the vampires. And basically, none of the humans know that the night class are vampires, so she's basically responsible of keeping the day class away from the night class, as well as going to school and all that fun stuff. And it's a really great manga, and it's also a TV show on Netflix, which is on my TV, that's why I pointed. But anyway, you guys should check it out. If you don't want to read it, you can just watch the TV show, because it's basically the exact same. But it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I read it in a day because it wasn't that big. It's not incredibly long of a book. So it was pretty quick read. Anyway, so I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Okay, the next book I read was Every Last Word. This is about a girl named Samantha, and she has, I'm trying to figure out, she has OCD. She has been struggling with it for her whole life, and nobody outside of her family knows she has it. And she basically has issues getting outside of her comfort zone and all that fun stuff, because she just doesn't want to try anything new. She doesn't want to leave what she knows, and, like, let me think how to explain this. Like, her friends are just absolutely terrible. They aren't good people, in a sense, and she just doesn't want to leave them because she doesn't know anything else. Anyway, so Sam one day meets this girl named Caroline, and she introduces her to this thing called the Poetry Corner. And it's through the Poetry Corner and writing poetry and all this fun stuff that Sam just kind of becomes more and more outspoken, more out of her comfort zone, and basically just starts to feel better, in a sense. I mean, not completely better, because, you know, but like, poetry helps her. And it is a really great story. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I highly recommend it. So the next 2 books that I read are both for school, and they're the final ones I had to read for literature. So I'm just going to kind of quickly combine them and give you guys my ratings for both. The first book I read was Julius Caesar, and then the second was Macbeth, both obviously by William Shakespeare. Julius Caesar is basically talking about, you know, obviously Julius Caesar and how he was assassinated, and then, you know, the whole basically how he was assassinated and all that fun stuff. And then Macbeth was about how Macbeth assassinated a king to become king, and it was really interesting. I have to say, I was not a big fan of Julius Caesar, probably because I didn't feel like I understood much of it. It was hard for me to understand just because of the way they spoke, and like, I have issues with anything by William Shakespeare kind of understanding it in a sense, but I feel like it could have been better than what it was. So I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars, whereas with Macbeth, I read that, and while I didn't understand it as well, I felt like the story was better. I just enjoyed the story a lot more than I did with Julius Caesar, even though I had issues understanding some of it. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, so I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. So if you guys can see the difference between how I felt about those 2 books. And I'm not quite sure if I brought up Julius Caesar in my last wrap-up. If I did, I'm sorry for mentioning it 2 times over. I wasn't sure because I hadn't checked my last video. I was kind of in a quick hurry to make this so I can get this to you guys by tomorrow. Right now it's Saturday, so hopefully you'll be getting this tomorrow. Like, what's today's date? Today's the 14th. So, thanks to my lovely calendar there for telling me. So you can see I've changed it since my last video. I now got Sirius Black, so. Okay, anyway, so the next book that I read that I absolutely adored, I finished it, I think it was yesterday. Yep, it was Thursday. I finished it Thursday. It is Cruel Prince, and The Cruel Prince, I should be more accurate. The Cruel Prince. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was fabulous. I highly recommend this book, and this is what I recommend that you do. I recommend you go out, you buy it, and you don't read the description. If you haven't heard about this book before, or if you have and nobody's really ever explained it to you or really given you like a very accurate description of it, don't read the description. Go into it blind, because I did that, and it was awesome. I didn't expect anything that was coming. Everything was like mesmerizing, though I kind of had like little tidbits and like predictions here, but like mainly I was blown away, and everything just kind of happened naturally. It was a great story, and oh my gosh, I seriously recommend this book, guys. I'm shocked it took me as long as it did to read it. I'm like trying to figure out why in the world I kept stopping, but maybe it was because of the emotional stress it caused me, because I would be sitting there and be like, this is terrible, but at the same time it's so good, because, you know, I'm sitting there like having like emotional turmoil and like issues because of all the stress it's causing me, but it's like still amazing and so good. I love it, guys. I love it so much. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. And seriously, guys, I cannot recommend it to you more than I already have. Like, go pick it up, go read it. I don't care if you haven't read the description, but still you need to read it, because it's so good. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to survive till the next book, because I'm really trying to figure out how in the world, like, what's going to happen next. I need to know. I want to know. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I will be posting more over the summer, and I do have quite a bit of videos lined up for you guys. I just need to figure out, I need to find the time to edit one of them because it's so long, and then the other, I just need to make sure I have permission to upload because my cousin's in it, and I'm not the type of person to upload a video without her consent, because, you know, she has to see the final product before it actually goes on here. So, anyway, also, please be sure to check out all of my social media. I will be linking it down below, and also, please, guys, wish me luck with this whole entire reading, because it's now not for pleasure. It's now more for like a matter of war. Not to say I don't enjoy reading, it's just now it's a matter of life and death. It's war. I am determined to beat my cousin, and I need to do that. So if you guys want to give me like some recommendations in the comments, like on books that you loved and like ideas for me to kind of quick, like books that I could probably read like really quick because I'll be so into, that way I will save time and we'll be able to try to quickly read a crap ton of books before she can beat me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.